We just got the weekly close, the last one for Jan 2024, and the price action does show you the fact that there is a big possibility that the price may do something like this. And don't be surprised, because when you are looking through these, we have a lot of similarities. Remember, a week back, we discussed about this possibility. I updated the SI family saying, guys, watch. If this is true for the entire cycle in the recent past, you are up for something similar. Right now, this is what you're watching. The price went back up, just like what we saw last time. Now I'm like, if that's to repeat here, that is going to surprise a lot of people, and there is going to be massive liquidation. There's a lot of sellers in the market who are shorting the hell out of this asset right now, thinking that you are going to 5,000, 10,000, that range of price action. But what if the price do go for that liquidation spree? Let's see what these other assets are showing us. On the same horizon, we are watching that the XRP closed the weekly again on a red, breaking through to the downside. Yes, we do have bullish divergence here, but as of now, the price action, the price is still waiting to see some buying momentum entering this asset. Yes, it is true that the Bitcoin dominance is showing some hope for all of us, the altcoin investors. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. 985 plus members are they taking the benefits of these calls at the right time. Because remember, when the price was dropping below 39K, moving towards that 38,000, this was our thought process, and that's one of the reasons why we went on doubling down on a lot of different trades as soon as the price came close to 38,300, 38,350, that range. In different exchanges it would be different, but that shows you the possibility of what's happening. Say, especially today when the price was actually going up, I was like, okay guys, watch this. There is a micro three-wave structure forming here, so we may actually see some level of correction. And then what happened? You actually go onto the short-term horizon chart and you'll see, yes, we did saw something similar happening in the market. The price came a little bit down to test the moving average, and right now, being honest, what we want to see is the fact that the price does this and come back down to at least this range. Make that as a support and then bounce off. This is what we really want to see. That is the healthy move in the market. But sometimes what happens in the market is that the market really doesn't care about a healthy price action. It cares more about the surprise price action, where whales and financial institutions just wipe off a lot of retailers, especially those who are going highly levered, especially those who are going on the short side, because your loss is asymmetrical if the price goes up and you're trying to add more margin. Now, when you're looking at this, there is one thing which is important. What is that? Yes, that's your resistance, 44,500, 44,600, but you also have a support zone, which the price action was respecting pretty much for this entire trading range. Right now, you went back up. So if you are forming this kind of a structure here, that is going to be pretty interesting. So you just got the micro 1, the 2, the 3. If that's playing out, that is going to be something interesting, because by the time price reaches 44,000, you will watch a lot of sellers being frustrated, thinking, should I put in margin? Should I close the sell position? So that's when you go look at the order flow, say in Binance or any biggest exchange which you can access, and see, okay, what's happening there? Because there's a daily chart, and the daily chart right now shows you the fact that MACD is crossing to the upside, the volume is on the upside. That's positive for the crypto market. Why am I saying that? Not just for the Bitcoin. because you're watching that the Bitcoin dominance is starting to show you some signs that by 52.5, you may actually slow down. Now, we would like to see that slow down does matter a lot, meaning you come back down like this to reach the moving average to this range, or say somewhat like this. That would be a great scenario for us to watch because it will give altcoins more breathing space. Yeah, for sure. What does that short-term move look like? You literally have to zoom in to see what the price action is doing, because right now, on a shorter horizon, you're trending. And this is your trend. You haven't broken that trend to the downside. So we really want this to break to the downside. Now, you go on the Bitcoin side. It is still showing you it's trending to the upside. I don't think there is a huge doubt on that front, because especially when you go on a higher time frame structure, you don't have a big amount of doubt. And especially, remember, this is 28th of the month. You have very few days to get the monthly candle close. Yes, when you look at the price action like this, you will be confused. What the hell does that mean? But we had something similar here. And if you actually go back in history, all the way back, you will actually see a lot of this happening. And I mean a lot of them. So once you understand how the history works and how the things evolve, you kind of get an idea of, okay, fine. Historically speaking, we have seen these kind of patterns few different times. And each and every time, the results were the same. So why the hell should this be different? At least that's what the people say. But let's look at it on a macro horizon. Say you take it on a 3-month chart and you're like, okay, fine, we're just starting. The trend is to the upside. You literally had a short-term trend which you just broke to the upside. You're trending to the upside. So how high can this go this time around? That's the biggest question everyone is trying to answer. And no one is going to be accurate for sure, but who gets it somewhat close? That is going to be one of the biggest range of positions which you'll have to think about. Because when the market shows you something, you're like, fine, okay, if that's the trend from the macro, which I'm taking to a medium to long-term chart, then that should mean, okay, I have something like around 130% to the upside as the measured move, which would be like 66,000. That still is a long way to the upside. Especially on a weekly, that looks like the all-time highs, at least testing that range. So if you are to watch, okay, we just got the micro 3-wave structure. We consolidated there. We're going for the 1, 2, 3. What if this pulls off? That would look strange for a lot of people for sure, because not a lot of people are expecting that kind of a possibility in the market. And what if the market does pull that off? Because we have seen some of these wicks before. We have seen them. And then the price goes for a surprise attack. And if that happens here, again, remember, this time it's going to be much more volatile to the upside. One, you have the ETF buying kind of spree happening on one side where they are literally taking off the supply from the market. And you have a lot of shorters on the other end with the stop loss. Now, where would the stop losses be? You go on a shorter horizon chart, literally a daily would actually work, and look for this. If you are shorting the market, and you know if the price goes against you, this is crypto, it can go nuts, then you're like, okay, fine. To be accurate, I'll just put somewhere about this. That's $49,000. So as soon as you see the price going above 45, there is going to be a panic starting. And as soon as you break through 46, it's going to be a red flag for a lot of sellers on the other end. Now, what should the buyers be looking out for? This is something important here. The price to do something healthy, you need to see something like this. So that means the price should come down to 40,750 and hold on to that and bounce off. That is going to give us a positive sentiment on a shorter horizon, because we just went on through a corrective phase and that created a lot of panic in the market. So to wipe that off, the best part is to get that. So you actually go on here, you would like to see the price correcting down to make this as a support and then go higher. Yes, it is true that from tomorrow you're actually going to see a lot more advertising on Google. This is for crypto products. That's not a small thing. It's going to be much, much bigger arena. Remember the thought process of the Netflix, which we discussed a long while back. Right now, the price action is showing you a big story. It's close to 570. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's happening? If people don't have money, if the economy is going to do bad, which we think it is happening right in front of us, but why the hell is these assets moving up? That's where I talk about know what the liquidity looks like. Liquidity was super tight and it's kind of getting loose. That's where you're watching prices moving up. That's where you're watching financial assets starting to move up. So position yourself well enough, not just in one asset. Let me tell that honestly. Not just in one asset. It doesn't matter how much you believe in it, not just in one asset. Even if you are 70, 80% in one asset, I've seen 100%. I've seen 80%. I've seen 90%. I've seen even 50. There's a lot of different individuals. But having some on the other end of the market where it is trending higher makes a lot of sense. Where your pattern is this, it makes a lot of sense. You got the breakout. The smart contracts arena may actually do this. So if you do have the large, small, medium cap smart contracts, it may help you. So think about the market, where the liquidity is going into. If that's especially moving into the altcoins, try to understand which segment of the altcoins is attracting that volume. Go look at the volume, the daily volume. Where is it going? The least volume, the highest volume. Why is it so? Look at the charts. Does it make sense? Say, for example, we had our call in this before, so we know what the breakout looked like, what the targets are, all those sort of things. But when you're in the market, make sure you're taking on or you're biting on something where there is enough volume. Because this is crypto market. Few exchanges, few individuals can literally play you off. Don't fall for that. So guys, if you received value for your time, please do smash that like button. And if you like to get these kind of updates at the right time, when it matters a lot, to buy, to double down, to sell, to rebalance your portfolio, you can join the 985 plus members in the SI family using the link given in the description below. That's Patreon. If you're watching on YouTube, that's in the description below. If you're on Twitter, that's in the bio. I'll meet you guys in the next video. Bye for now.